I love this Tusk, though. I think this pairs very nicely with the Ancient Apparition. Really works well with the Darkseer. And honestly, in a vacuum, I think Tusk, Terrorblade, they have some alignment. TB's one of these carries that has trouble sticking on people. He's kind of slow. He's kind of stationary. And Tusk amplifies that, right? You got shards, locks people in. He's got some of that Earthshaker effect. He helps us set up for Terrorblade, plus the Snowball, right? TB synergizes well with these reset saving kind of supports, so you can come out, get that Sunder off, and you can compound your resets. I think this is really a great pick. As you go back to, Gary, he combos with everything that they have so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's also one of those heroes that likes to play forward, right? Like we used to see from Beast Coast when Schofield played his Earth Spirit and Tusk. He plays enemy side of the map across the river. And when you've got two lane-pushing heroes like Darkseer, TB, they put Ion Shell, they send illusions. You want someone that's also scouting for like smoke movements, because that's how you find the Darkseer. That's how you find the TB, right? Is smoking through the jungle. And Tusk is so good at just planting himself somewhere and saying, hey, I see you. I'm going to stop you from finding my carry hero.
This is another great pick, though. Fantastic against Terrorblade. Pretty solid against Darkseer and Tusk as well.
I'm wondering about the CM still. Are they thinking about like mid to late game when PL has shard and has mana problems? You've got you've got the aura, you've got the mana.
Nah, I don't think they're thinking that far ahead. It's probably just like, oh, this two hero combo provides a lot of magic damage in the laning stage, and just being able to amplify your teammates so they can just keep on farming on the map and pushing lanes out. I think against Terrorblade, he kind of will suffer a little bit from the magic damage of the Crystal Maiden too, if he ever decides to fight early on. But 6-slot of TB is not gonna give a shit about anything.
I mean, this is weird, but it was Darkseer and then into the Crystal Maiden. Is there any merit to the root against the Surge, or am I just really scraping for something here?
No, that works. That's good. It works. Yeah.
All right. Because that is like the one thing in terms of the fives that she brings to the table is that nice long duration root that really does counteract most of Surge. There's something there.
I'm curious why they chose to ban Void Spirit over the Ember. Because this kind of hits on what I was saying before, right? About not playing that kind of carry or mid-game hero that plays around that style for PP. They banned the Tiny like that. Interesting also that Infinity banned the Kunkka themselves.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised there. Though, again, they have 10th pick, so maybe too afraid that Unknown are likely to take it.
Well, the Kunkka against the Timber is a little bit worse, and I think with the Darkseer, you want something faster as well that can just go in with the toss Darkseer. Like everybody just moves forward.
I feel like they really want Puck. If Infinity could get Puck, this would have been perfect, but they banned it. I know. That's the I don't know who's the next replacement. Like
it's probably what Gary said with the Ember Sphere. Do, like the Void ban, Tiny ban, it makes sense because these heroes play very fast with Darkseer and have better lanes in general against their whoever they might be matched up against. So that could be the reason why they ban it. Ember, it has a little bit more room to mess up and die. CM just get one bite with the Phantom Lantern burning the mana. It could be rather difficult.
What's
Void
left
Spirit has a little bit more burst potential.
20 seconds left. I mean,
What's
Storm
left?
Spirit.
How many
another
did they ban?
Death Prophet still in. There's a couple like Lena, a couple of good, well-rounded. They take the Ember themselves.
That's why I didn't ban the Ember, Gary. They stole it.
There it is, the big brain play.
That's so good.
Cheeky.
That's great, yeah. All right, so what's the counterplay here? What really counters Ember? All right, now this is crazy big brain, but the old school Ember combo, Necro, the 1v1 mid, you cannot lane against it as Ember.
No. It's not about the lane anymore. It's more about what rounds out your lineup and what lets you team fight in the mid game and the late game. I feel less and less like winning a lane hard is important. It's like there's too many jungle creeps. You can just go there. You can just farm, bring yourself back into the game.
That's an interesting thought.
PP plays when I'm just looking at these heroes. What does PP play? There's no Invoker,
PP loves
Kunkka,
Queen of
Void Spirit,
Pain.
Ember.
I know that hero's terrible, but it's a non-zero. It's Storm.
Spirit.
I like that.
Okay.
I like it. I mean, it doesn't really utilize the Darkseer Iron Shell as well as like a melee hero would, but the Storm, there's not a lot of disables for him, right? Just the 3 roots essentially on the side of Radiant, and it's pretty good against PL too.
Yeah, I do like this Storm pick. I mean, honestly, Crystal Maiden can be sort of annoying for Storm. She can also become food, but if you get off that Frostbite, it sets up well for other heroes to come in and do some big follow up. Man, I really like both these drafts. This is pretty close to a 50-50 for me. I definitely think both teams have a path to victory. I like what Infinity have a lot. We haven't seen much Storm Spirit. It is something PP knows well. I'm going to just go with my bias and go with Infinity. If we're at a 50-50, I'm leaning on whatever takes us to a game 3.
You go first, Theban. Your prediction first.
It's hard, man. I mean, after last game with Unknown, like their macro movement's so much better, but because Phantom Lancer doesn't do Roshan that well, I might have to go with Infinity here too. But you know, I also want Infinity because I want to see game 3, right?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really hype. No matter what, this game, there's gonna be a lot of fighting involved, very farmed carries involved, and I have more faith in Terrorblade than I did in a Sven.
I mean, I picked up the Kyle curse from the major, apparently. Every time I say one team's going to win, it's the opposite way. I'll say unknown, just so we get a game 3 for you, Theban.
All right. Well, that's good for you, Gary. And now we get a glance at the cosmetics here. Things looking good. Of course, I don't think we have any new Battle Pass cosmetics here, but I love that CM set. This is going to be another good one. That's really all I've got. This should be a really action-packed game. Thoughts about the lane setups, though? Should either side walk away from the lanes with a big advantage? I don't think so.
The Timber Hoodwink lane looks real nasty. Like, it's pressure onto TB. I don't know if AA can stand there and take it. So that's the one I'm looking towards, is like Infinity might struggle. But you could have that tri-lane again, right? You could have the setup with a Tusk to get an early kill and settle the lane early.
Okay. Well, here it is, boys. Game number 2. It could be the last one of the lower bracket finals. Winner of this series going up against SG. Let's see if Unknown can close it out or if Infinity can take us the distance. No pause, a great omen for a great game. Gary B, 1437. It's your time to shine.
Thank you, Zayori. Yeah, no pause in the previous game, wasn't there either? So yeah, definitely a good omen for things to come.
As if these guys are professionals. My goodness. That they don't need to pause. They do everything right before the game even starts. Amazing. That's what good teams do, Gary. They don't need to pause the game at the start.
Pre-plan. I know their movements.
Ooh, the D-ward. What? Angel, bottom? He was literally sitting on the hill. Pamplona walks in there, wards, and there was already a sentry ready for Angel.
Oh,
and
nice.
Just D-wards that. So good.
You're talking about preemptively doing stuff, right? Talking things out. They're even going for Burner top lane. Some good damage there from the trio up north.
And Burner just gonna get the hell out of there. It looks like Weesh is gonna actually deny this word. Doesn't want to give them the gold and the XP because he feels like Infinity know that it's there.
Yeah, he's gonna force some region out of that TB too. Very, very preemptive stuff. And the D ward, the deny ward, the aggression on TB. And now you've got this Crystal Maiden sticking top as well. Something they might not expect. As Prada stays there, waiting for Weirjan Sacred to return. Well, it's being pinged out. Sexy Yogi is saying, hey, just watch out for that little cut through the trees just above your tier 1 tower. I assume in these other lanes, Ember against Storm, and that bottom lane going to be that PL just holding out for a few seconds. And going to be okay. Burner's the one to watch. He's being very patient. Tentative move back. Try and drag the wave a little bit. Widge playing forward. I think Infinity know. That is meta used, though.
I mean, they know the CM's not bottom, so he's very patient on Burner. It's way worse if he just gets first blooded, so just have to chill a bit. She's still sitting up here with the Crystal Maiden. They're displaying the experience 3 ways. Well, oh my god.
You know what? You know what? Terrorblade. Oh god, he's close.
He's okay.
The stick. Yeah, he had a fairy fire. He's fine.
Yeah, the Timber Chain broke the tree that he was bushwhacked to, so it actually kind of ended prematurely. The stun there. Yeah.
But you know what, Theban? Bottom lane.
What is it?
Puckhouse is 7-1, and he killed Courier of Darkseer.
No.
How is that allowed to happen?
Because the wave was right in front of his tower, so he was so happy, and this is Puckhouse. I mean, right now, he feels like he's the best carry player in this qualifiers. You know, maybe SG have something to say about that later, but we'll see.
Yeah, maybe
Angel,
so.
10-1 against 2 heroes. So good.
Some ridiculous stuff. And he got that D ward earlier, right? Was it his sentry? Like he placed the sentry and got the gold for it? So he should
I'm
be,
not sure if it was his sentry, but he did get the XP. That's 100%. I feel like it was probably the Crystal Maiden sentry, to be honest. I don't think a carry is ever going to buy a sentry, especially with the first starting item gold.
Okay. Well, he's definitely got plenty of money coming in. Hood already queued up. That little ring of regen helping him out in that lane for now. And they're just going to go Frostbite Arsen, spam out the Phantom
so much
Lance.
damage. He's also holding his spell because he might need to get the vacuum with Pamplona, try to get a kill on the Crystal Maiden. They just got level 2. It looks like they want to go in. Oh my god, Arsen's going to die first. He gets 2 points in the Spirit Lance, Gary.
Yeah.
Bam. Surprise.
Angel knows what's up. And this lane pushing in means Pamplona has to do some weird dragging around so it doesn't go into tower aggro, waiting for Darkseer to respawn. Oh, some really sick stuff coming out from Pakaz, and he's going to go across, get his Ring of Health already. 2-3 minutes in. Now he's unkillable, right? Now he's got so much regen, the Iron Shells just don't matter.
And a Hood soon, too. Like, with that first blood, that's going to get him to Hood by, like, 4 minutes. And the reason why he's doing so well here, what happened there was they weren't going to jump the Crystal Maiden first, but they got the kill on the Darkseer before they could jump the Crystal Maiden. Because Pamplona just got his level 2.
So nice. Good Courier Snipe top. Burner gets the Metamorphosis going. But this lane doesn't feel like it's going to get any easier with a Timbersaw given free reign by Widge's Hoodwink, cracking level 2 over to that side pull camp.
Yeah. And the Timbersaw is already level 3, so that level 2 reactive armor just makes it impossible for Infinity to apply any pressure onto him. So it's gonna come to mid lane now, Gary. Storm versus Ember. TP is doing decently well, a little bit ahead of the Ember at the moment. Oh, Arsen, he's gonna be fine. And he's going to have a lot of really good rotations because Infinity are looking real bad on the silence right now.
Yeah, it's nice that Pamplona is also stacking for him as well, right? That large camp is triple stacked, so Storm's going to have a lot to fall back on in the jungle, which yeah, is going to be a necessity in this game, like you say. 21-5 right now, so yeah, good start. What kind of build do we see from Storms nowadays? Because it felt like at the major it was just a Kaya. Oh, it's Crystal
Widge TP'd
Maiden.
in.
Very low, but Widge is there. Pakaz with yet another kill.
And Hoodwink can afford to do that because his offlane is a Timbersaw who can just sit there 2 versus 1 and still be applying pressure to the enemy carry. So now they got a tri-lane going bottom. Bushwhack, bam.
Yeah, catch him up. Arsen frostbitten, and the tri-lane paying off. Oh, really, really great stuff coming out of Unknown in this first 5 minutes. And you're right, not only is Sacred doing fine, he was pressuring and threatening kill on Sexy Yogi. He's gone 2 points in chain, and he just keeps doing this, running straight towards them. He's going to try and juke away from the cold feet, does so easily, and sticks inside the creep wave. Nothing's bothering Sacred right now.
And this Phantom Lance are absolute free farm, especially with that Hood. They actually can't really apply any pressure to him. Pamplona sees Widge.
Scurry.
Little squirrel.
Little ice shards there. Widge can scurry again. Bushwhack holds Pamplona in place, but PP's coming. So the snowball connecting allows PP to vortex him back. Now Storm Spirit, you've got to know that Hoodwink spotted your stacks. Do you think there's a way for Radiant to contest it? I guess not really.
Yeah, not really. You're probably just gonna be okay giving that up and play towards top and middle. I mean, Ember's got level 2 Flame Guard. That's not enough. It's just unfortunate, though, that Widge actually went towards the mid area and gave Storm a kill. Because that's probably the one hero on the side of Infinity who needs some momentum. And give him a kill kind of helps him.
Nice ball away by PP. Gets away from the Bushwhack. Good attempt from Widge equally. Remember that medallion? They could have maybe found the kill. And some pings coming out again from Pamplona, who is just sitting very defensively in this triangle, making sure that under his vision, nobody comes to contest, but he doesn't catch the Observer Ward, which was placed a little earlier on by Widge. And Pakaz right now, he's going to have Tread's Hood by 7 minutes. And he's forcing Darkseer out of the lane. Like, this is a Darkseer who had to buy Bottle, Raindrop, Stick, all the sustain in the world, and is still struggling.
That's scary. I mean, this Phantom Lancer, he's got 3 kills, and the rate that he's getting his items is as if he didn't even need to... Like, the hood is not setting him back. And that's amazing, because normally when Phantom Lancers buy hood, all their item timings are slowed down significantly. But it's not going to look that way for Angel this game.
So it's like a free hood, basically.
Yeah. And that's... incredible. Oh, Crystal
Product. Gets a D-ward out and a good snowball away from the bushwhack. EP at about half mana, and the Sexy Yogi rotating in. Grab the kills on both supports. But like we've seen previously on Unknown, they are more than happy just to give away support kills when all 3 of their cores on these lanes are farming away.
But those kills are kind of bad because it was right next to the mid tower, and he gave it to the Storm too. The one who is looking to make some plays on the maps. Oh, Robo Z. PP has no mana.
Yeah, it comes forward. No chains here from RoboZ, but he's got remnants. 2 of them, in fact, and the Sleight of Fist will finish him off. PP cleared the majority of the stack, but a solo kill for the Ember puts him at level 8 now. And yeah, that ward, which they couldn't find earlier on, does get spotted now. But Sexy Yogi, frostbitten, bushwhacked, can't kill the ward off. Oh, he'll get the last projectile out, but still, gonna lose his life in the trade-off, and a double kill for RoboZ.
That's... Infinity are going to be really frustrated with that one. Storm dying. But is there anywhere that he can actually TP to and make a play here, Gary? The Timber, he's a little too tanky. He's full HP, 1300 health. Angel, he's got a hood. He can just switch to Power Treads, have 1100 HP too. There's no moves for PP to make. No retaliation.
Sit back and farm. And where does the TB go? Equally a story there for Burner because he's had to leave the top lane. He wants to go triangle to clear Ancients. I don't have Ice Blast.
Try to find the TB, but they're gonna miss. But that's okay though. Do they have a word at least to be able to plant? No, they don't.
So connect on that top lane with the Timber Saw. Orb of Corrosion comes out for RoboZ. And he still has that Haste Rune to play around with. TP's also at the ready because Pakaz, he's alone down here. And look at how quickly that is. Prada with Widge, preemptively TP bot. They know the danger is coming. Back wall dropped on them, but Pakaz just turns and kills Arzen. Now the chase is on towards Pamplona. Just the illusion set forward, and it's a remnant. Hey, yeah, RoboZ's in on top of him. Pamplona's going to try and hide himself away, but with no spells remaining, not even worth popping a Fairy Fire. A double for Pakaz, and that is now a 5-0 Phantom Lancer. 10 minutes in.
Oh, they spot the stacks of Ancients too. They kicked the Terrorblade out. He just popped his mana. Oh, that hurts even more. Because now these Ancients are just going to sit there for like another minute and a half at least. Because Burna, without his meta, he can't kill it.
Yeah, might want to use that meta to try and defend tier 1 mid lane. Because after clearing out top lane, Sacred goes straight towards his next objective. Plants himself in mid. TB with the Tusk Snowball. Get on top of Sacred. He can Timber Chain out, but he's chakraming, and that Bushwhack destroys the Storm. PP balled in, expecting his team to follow through, but it's a Timber Chain aggressive again from Sacred, moving on to Pamplona. Sexy Yogi on the run. Widge with another Bushwhack. He'll come in, catch out the Ancient Apparition. 3 kills in a row, and Unknown are running away with game 2.
This is insane. Arzen to bottom lane being chased down. He's got Surge in 1 second, but he might just be dead. So close.
Phantom Rush is coming! Pakaz wants it. Arzen's going to give him another kill. And a 6-0. Angel Phantom Lancer. PP moving forward, trying to catch the doppelganging Angel, but they got the Slight in the chains. PP, Storm caught up with a Frostbite. Ice Blast launched in. PP balls away. Barely escaped.
He just
Pakaz is nearly dead as well. The Phantom Lancer going to survive, though. He's got that hood. He survives with a hood. He can Fairy Fire in a second. PP. Another long ball, but PP doesn't go far enough. RoboZ getting caught out with the cold feet. Gonna get maneuvered away by that Ember Spirit, and he's back on the Storm. With the help of Sacred, they force PP away. Poor Pamplona. Oh my god, Sacred's gone in. He's wilding forward, and RoboZ gets the slight on him. 2-man chain throughs Pamplona and Arzen together. They drop the wall onto the Ember Spirit, but Sacred is bullying them. A double for your Ember. Vax back, but he's got a Fairy Fire.
Nice
he survives.
No way. They don't lose a single hero on Unknown. And that was a Storm Spirit who just revived. TP'd in there, blew all his mana, and died. He did not hit a single creep. in the last 2 minutes of this game, Gary. And Unknown, now they want the Ancients. They're gonna have to drop the freezing field.
Fair enough, Prada. Items dropping for your Crystal Maiden. Oh, bloody hellfire. 14-3. Not only are Unknown escaping by the skins of their teeth in these team fights, but they are completely shutting down this Terrorblade's farm rate. PL, Ember, both ahead of him. TB is equal to the Timbersaw right now. And a remnant towards the Ancient Apparition is going to find them another freebie. The Hoodwink Sharpshooter makes damn sure of it. That Sacred gets the kill and they Frostbite the Terrorblade. Oh, he's got no Sunder, does he? Burner. He's nearly dead. Fairy Fire and run back through his own triangle. Robo-Z with a Slight and a Chains might be able to catch him here. He's getting close to it. Slight Chains connect. Any more damage? It'll come through from Prada in a sec. There's the Frostbite. Crystal Nova, sorry. Taking that Terrorblade down for the first time this game, but that death matters so much.
That's a Crystal Maiden without boots, by the way. Just running around destroying people. She's 1-1-11 just buying boots now, 13 minutes into the game. Prada just playing that sacrificial role, just making sure there's sentries all over the map and dewarding Infinity, controlling this bottom area. So much space for Angel now too. He's got 6 kills and free farm on top of that. 3 of the cores of Unknown ahead of everybody on Infinity.
What's your response to this as Infinity? Like, do you feel like in 10-15 minutes you're going to be able to gather up enough farm to match this? Vacuum walls with a blink dagger? Like,
you see, this is the problem, right? When your enemy team runs at your triangle like that, but you can't fight them and you entertain them the way you did, you're pretty much giving away all your time where you could farm and make plays on the other side of the map. They need TB to push out top lane, and they need somebody else to push out mid lane the entire time Unknown's running into you.
They'll try and
find a
Prada.
Crystal Maiden kill though.
They get the kill. DD on that Storm Spirit. Still going to work, and Burner going to get the meta out, but Pakaz joining in. He's got Doppelganger on a chain! Holy shit, Sacred! He slaughters them! The meat grinder comes, Infinity turned to sausage as Unknown just sliced straight through them!
Gary, I'll tell you right now, like, this is the TI qualifiers and you're about to be eliminated, but Infinity, in their minds, they just want to get the hell out of here. This is just looking absolutely impossible for them. They just want to fight their way back into this game because they know if they farm, they're just going to keep getting picked off, but they can't even do that.
Look at this chase. Look at this chase from Robo-Z. Oh, they give up on it. They see the triple TPs for Infinity.
My God, the overreaction. Infinity just need to fight their way back. That's all they're thinking about right now.
They have vision. They see it coming. They spot out Widge. TP's in. Ice Blast will fly over the top and they snowball there as well, while Pamplona trying to connect on to Sexy Yogi, but TP's dead. They're actually all just gone. They don't even kill the Crystal Maiden. They don't take down the Hoodwink. They lose 4 heroes for it, and I think you're right, Theben. It's 14.5 minutes in, but it feels like the game is already over.
Yeah, they're so demoralized on the side of Infinity. PP is like drawing the lines right now. Guys, just play on the side lanes, push that stuff out. But you guys have made a little too many mistakes already to be able to come back from. That's what they should have been doing like 8-9 minutes into the game. The Phantom Lancer here was just a little too strong. You can't actually just run at him if Unknown are deciding to bring the Ember and the Timber to actually try to fight you back. This is so frustrating, Gary, for Infinity here.
Storm doesn't have Orchid yet. 300 gold away. It feels like the past 5 minutes he's been so close, rushing that item, but Pakaz and Robo-Z have found the docks here. Beyond godlike Phantom Lancer, snowballs there in towards Widge. Maybe a kill can be had, but no! The door is shut. Pakaz, 15.5 minute, beyond godlike. He's got 10k net worth 16 minutes in, hey? He's gonna break some bloody records here.
Telling you, Unknown, they're feeling themselves, Gary. They are feeling themselves right now. And look at this, CM already there, catching the Terrorblade, predicting where he's going next. Ember Spirit.
They've got him.
What can you do, even with the Sunder? He can't do anything.
Thunder and Wand? Yeah, good luck, buddy. There's still a Frostbite. There's another Slight Chains ready now. And they'll connect it quite simply. Prada, are they waiting? Are they baiting? Are they just toying with their food? Playing with Burner, and an unstoppable Sacred picks him off in the last, while Pamplona, well, he's smoked out across the map, maybe looking for any stragglers. But this entire map belongs to Unknown. Angels farming Dire Triangle, top lane's controlled and pushed by Sacred's Timbersaw. The only place they can find is Infinity, pushing bottom lane with PP Storm. Pucka's just oh no, he killed him with illusions. The AA just dies to illusions.
I mean, Apparition, not a very good hero against illusion-based dudes, and this Phantom Lancer just taking over the Dire Triangle area, taking all the farm away. This TB, as soon as he's alive, he's 0-3 and 0. He has nowhere to go to farm. Actually has nowhere to go to farm. Because his bottom jungle side is empty.
Yeah, time to sit in Fountain, mate. Sanjin Yasha TB does have the possessed mask, but yeah, Dire scan up on that high ground in their own jungle. Optimistic move, but they've got to try something. And giving it a shot there, Sacred's Timbersaw takes about 80% of Pamplona's HP. The Hoodwink. Sharpshooter tanked by the TB, and they are back onto Sacred. Ah, he's dead. Ember Spirit's in again. Darkseer's caught out. GG is called. It is over. 17 minutes, 30 seconds. PP's the last casualty of war. And Infinity tap out. No chances. Unknown head to the grand final.
What a game. It just felt like Infinity, they still didn't recover from game number 1. They know that was their game to win. They didn't do enough in the game. They allowed Unknown to come back. They lost that, and they must have been so demoralized and feeling in this game that their draft is not as good as it was in game 1, and Unknown just took this game over. That Phantom Lancer starting with 7-1 lasts against 2 heroes. CM comes in, they get a few kills, especially right before they kill the Crystal Maiden. The momentum just kept going in favor of Unknown, and Infinity, that tilting that they had after game 1 just continued to compound. Oh man, I am feeling bad for Infinity, but Unknown look incredibly scary now going into the grand finals. Like, their momentum is at its peak.
And they're looking sublime right now. We'll take a quick break and return with Zayori to talk a little bit more about it and maybe get an interview as well. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit.